Hi guys, so today I want to talk about how a lot of people have approached me in the past about helping them write a book about their life, which is actually very, very common. I get this a lot. I think a lot of writers might. I'm not sure, but I feel like this is a very common thing, and which is fine. I know sometimes people feel the need to tell their story, and that's great. The only problem is with that, or writing any book, even if it's a fiction book, anything. And I know it happens. Other people write these books, as ghostwriters or whatever. The problem with it for me, it's not that I don't want to help people when they ask. It's more that I feel like I can't quite grasp exactly where they stand on whatever it is. Okay, so me telling your life story is not going to be as effective as you telling your life story because you lived it. You can find the appropriate way, like to express it. You know what the emphasis should be on, and what sort of the highlight, and what your sort of overall theme, what your life has been about. Or if you're writing a fiction book, same thing. I just, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I should be helping people more of that kind of, I don't really have time, there's that too. I haven't even had time to start my next book, although I might be very soon. It's just, it's, I don't know, I've always felt like, if I were to tell somebody my ideas for my books, I don't think it would work as well as me just writing it myself. And not that I'm the best writer in the world, I'm not saying that, but I know what I'm trying to sort of capture, and what I'm trying to say, and what I'm trying to express, and what I think is important. And I think, I think it's just sort of one of those things. So it's kind of like if somebody tells you a story of some kind, just something that happened in the community or something happened to them, and then you tell somebody else, well, it's not going to come across the same as the first story. You're going to miss things. You're not maybe going to put enough emphasis on what the point was, why they were telling you the story. You might get things mixed up, whatever. And I feel like that's the same when it comes, especially if you're writing something that's nonfiction. There's a lot of checks and balances. You have to be careful. And I'm by no means an expert in that area. But even if I wrote my own story, I'd have to be cautious about what I say. If I name people, should I name people? Yeah, it's dicey. You got to be careful. So I think that's sort of where I stand with that. And, I don't know. There's probably other people who would have no problem with it. But I guess that's sort of my feeling that, if you have the idea, if you live the life that you're trying to express, I'm not going to be able to bring as much power to it as if you write it yourself. I'm just not going to be able to express it properly. I can't even get the words out properly for this video. So why would you think I could do that right? That's just sort of how I feel. Don't know. And maybe someday I'll change my mind. I'll be writing other people's books left and right. And maybe I should be doing that now and focusing all my attention on writing. But, and another thing too, is somebody helps you write a book, you have to pay them, and it can get expensive. So, I mean, you have to consider that too. And I couldn't even begin to tell you how much, because I'm not so sure myself. So it becomes a bit of a process. So if you're going to self-publish, it could get very expensive between the two. And if you don't have an agent and this and that, and it becomes a complicated thing. So, and I don't want to discourage someone. So I think it's just easier if they write a book and then maybe have somebody jump in and help them later. Or somebody come in and that they can ask questions to, and that kind of, that I can do. So it's to the best of my ability. So yeah, I mean, that's just my feeling, and I don't know, what do you think? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and have a great day, guys.